Retail investment property. Let's talk about retail real estate investing and the best way you can do that. Hey, I'm Tim Diesel. I'm a commercial real estate consultant. This channel is designed to give you tips and strategies in your investing business. If you're a broker, this will definitely help your clients. All right, guys, let's talk about retail. Everybody's kind of scared of it. They're saying stay away. I'm saying move forward. Hey, we all can't be right. So what happens? So let me give you some reasons to look at retail, and let me tell you how to invest in retail safely, right? There's a lot of ways to do this, but you want to be careful. Now, let's talk about where you're starting from. Are you starting from an existing portfolio of retail properties, or are you brand new, don't know what you're doing? If you're brand new, I made a video, I think about a year ago or so. I'll try to link it back, check it out. It's how to get started in retail. If that doesn't cover your questions, come back, leave comments here. Make sure you leave a like. I'll definitely get it addressed for you. So if you're a new investor and you are driving down a major road and you read Pier 1 Imports is going out of business, they're bankrupting, and you see a big building that has a Pier 1 Imports, you should be thinking there's an opportunity there. Is there? Absolutely. But let's be realistic. Are you going to get in there after it's vacant and fill up that whole space? You probably could, but that's a little too big to chew on, right? So let's bring this example down a little bit. And let's talk about maybe a 10,000 square foot strip center. Let's keep this simple. If you figure out the concept and the model that you like, there's no limit to where you can take this. But stay with me here. If you have a 10,000 square foot center and you're reading in the paper or you're noticing liquidation sales and businesses are going out, you can usually find another business to get in there. That's not as difficult. Let me tell you when it does get difficult. When you're trying to get the franchise tenants, the regional tenants, those kind of guys have specific criteria they're looking for. So they have maybe if you're looking for a Dunkin' Donuts, they like to have a drive-through. They like to be on a certain side of the road. Maybe if you're looking for a T-Mobile, they like to be next to another franchise like a Little Caesars. Everybody has their own kind of thing. So let's just say you're looking for, I don't know, Joey's Pizza, right? And Joey's Pizza contacts you about filling in this restaurant that was there and whatever it was, it left. You want to get that person in there. Now you're new to retail investing, right? So you really don't know what to do first. You're kind of stuck. So it's very, very simple. It's just like filling out an apartment lease. You need to fill out a lease for the tenant. 3 years, 5 years, whatever the terms are, whatever you figure out, all you're doing is signing a lease with a business as opposed to a 1 year rental in an apartment, right? So you're gonna have to check the same thing you would check on a person trying to rent. You're gonna be checking, hey, how much money do you make? So you wanna check how much money does Joey's Pizza make? Now, if Joey's Pizza is a startup, that's something you should be concerned with because most startup businesses don't last very long. Now, if Joey's relocating, well, how's he been doing? What's his performance like? And you're trying to get a picture of what he's doing. Why is he going into your space? Filling in retail businesses, if you make good decisions, this is not that complicated of a business. Now, if you do want to chase those franchise tenants, you can go to ICSC, you can sign up, and there's a book. Now, I haven't done this in a while, but I think there's a book you can get. And I want to say it's $1,000 to sign up and everything. And you can find out what the franchise tenants' needs are. And you can go through, you kind of have to do a reverse prospecting kind of a thing, right? You're calling them to tell them what you have because they don't have, franchise tenants don't have nearly as much real estate mass power as everybody thinks. They are not going out there in every single city trying to find the perfect location. You kind of have to tell them what you have, what you're looking for. The ICSC events that come around, those are a good place. They have booths there. They talk to you about what they're doing. Now that's if you're really getting heavily into retail and everything. I highly recommend that's what you do. if you are barely starting out, you've got a small location, you don't have the power to get all the franchise tenants and really bring a lot of light on your unit, that's fine. You can still do very well having small retail centers. See, a lot of businesses do make money and they have to pay to keep the lights on where they are, right? They've got to make money to have expenses. Retail investing is very unique because the tenants expect pass-through expenses. In an apartment, what you're doing is you are filling in that vacant unit, right? It's the same thing. You're filling in the vacant unit and you are using the same mechanism of advertising. For lease, you're putting it online, the same thing. Well, the same thing is true when you have a retail property. You're doing the same exact thing. You are putting it online, you're advertising, you're talking to brokers, you're getting it filled up. The only difference is the length of the lease and what you can pass through. So in an apartment, you cannot pass through certain bills, right? You can't give them CAM charges because they're gonna probably not live there. In a retail environment, it's almost expected to have net leases and charges passed through to the tenants. And it's not as common in any other property type. So retail investing is really a lot of hands off, which is very, very good. But the hardest part of it all is finding those tenants and finding good quality tenants. Because if you put a sign up that says, hey, we have available space, we're leasing, you will have people call you. You'll have businesses start up. Even though it's a retail apocalypse, it doesn't mean every business on the planet is shutting their doors. That's absolutely not true. Big businesses go away. There's going to be new businesses that come in. It happens all the time, and it's been happening. Every year there's a new company, and every year there's thousands of companies that close their doors. So don't be afraid of that. You may have to take some time. Now, your vacancies do take longer to fill. That's no doubt about that. You're not going to fill a unit up in a month or 2 months. Sometimes it could take longer. And if you have 100,000 square feet, it could take years. Who knows, right? Because if Walmart leaves, you've got to find the next whoever is going to replace Walmart. So keep an eye on what you're buying and how you're buying it. And if you have questions on how to take control of a retail center, right now you can be getting a lot of good opportunities. It just depends. If you go to the owners and you work out some of these deals, there is going to be a lot more to be had. So definitely let me know if this video doesn't answer all your questions. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, leave me questions and comments if you have them. Otherwise, thank you for watching.